All right, let's get going. Some big shoulder rolls to the back and to the front. Go ahead and pull those abs in a little bit as we make these moves. Big stretch and squat. We want to be mindful of our core right from the beginning. Now let's take it to our cactus. So squeeze the glutes, pull those elbows together, forward fold, sway right and left. Bringing it up for your side stretch. Ah, that feels nice. We'll do it one more time. Cactus, forward fold, reaching to the outside of each foot, letting that head be heavy, bringing it up, and side stretch with a little pull. From here, we're going to move into reverse lunges. So taking one leg back and then the other. Nice. We want to make sure we're being intentional to bend both legs. Get a good bend in that back leg. I'm going to add a rotation over my front leg. Two more. And moving into lateral lunges, side to side. I think I still feel those inner thighs from Monday. Pushing the hips to the back. One more. Moving into curtsy lunges. These are for stretching out the ankle. We get what we call dorsiflexion in the ankle that we're working on. So we want both feet to be flat on the mat. We'll do one more of these. Nice. Okay, moving into RDLs, single leg reach. Abs in, shoulders down and back. We're just going to lean forward, keeping the body one unit like a seesaw, switching legs. I like to reach with my opposite hand, going towards that toe for a couple of reasons. Anytime we do cross body work, it activates our core and our brain more. So you can even do little things like opening a door with your opposite hand. That could activate some cross body work in your brain. And then also reaching across with the opposite hand tends to keep our hips from opening up so much. We'll do one more. And then we're going to move. Well, before we go to the mat, to our inchworms, I want to do a few hip circles. So just take one leg, 3 circles front, 3 to the back. Nice balance. Good. Trying to lift that leg pretty high. And going the other way. Nice. Okay, we're going to get at the back of our mat and do some inchworms, which is a forward fold. So we get a good back stretch here. Walking our hands out, hitting a push-up, knees or toes, and taking a dragonfly stretch each side. Walking back in. Today is a full body workout. We're going to use our 30-second timer. I know we haven't been using it on Mondays and Wednesdays this year. So I know you probably miss it so much. I'm doing 3 of these. On this third one, though, I'm going to stay low. And I'm going to move into a cat and cow on all fours when I finish this inchworm. Okay, going to all fours, pulling my abs in. Now I'm going to take an inhale as I arch and an exhale as I round. Inhale and exhale. One more inhale And exhale. Wagging the tail of that dog. I'm going to take my hips side to side. These are just good back stretches, kind of open up the back, adding a foot. And then the other one, seeing if I can follow it with my head. Coming back to stable core, pulling the abs in, moving into bird dogs. I'm going to lift opposite arm of leg, extend long, squeezing the glutes, pulling the abs in, trying to stay balanced as I move from side to side so I don't have to make a big adjustment. Let's move into bird dog crunches. So one side, opposite arm of leg, and we're going to do 8 of these. Fold, crunch. I'm doing one more, switching sides. Nice. Okay, favorite part of the warm-up, child's pose. Reach those arms far in front. Let that back stretch. Oh, that feels so nice. Now we're going to take arms to one side and lean the opposite way. And then switching it out. And then we will move into, before we start, so stay here. Before we start our 30-second sets, we're going to do a 1-minute plank. So we're just going to move to our forearms. Look at my timer. Starting in 3, 2, go. Okay, so if you need to be on your knees, you can. You just still try to have your hips forward and not be on all fours. We want to look at our hands, not our feet. That helps to keep our body in a better alignment. That being said, if your back is bothering you, you can raise your hips a little more, and that might ease the strain. Also, if you need to come down anytime, come on down. And then if you want to join back in, you can. We haven't been doing our 1-minute planks lately, so I can feel that we need to be doing these again. We're a little over halfway. Got about 15 seconds to go. You guys look great. Getting close. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. From here, just kind of lift up and let your forearms, or you could go to your hands, either one. Just stretching those abdominals in either a Sphinx or Cobra pose if you want to go to your hands. And then we're going to slide our hands further back, going into a Cobra, into downward dog. Walk those hands in and take a big inhale and exhale. Okay, we're going to use our 30-second timer, like I said. We'll have 2 exercises that we're going to go back and forth between. And we're going to do 4 rounds because it's only 30 seconds. So 4 rounds of each. We're going to start with squat and overhead press. I'm going to keep my palms facing in on the overhead press on this first set. All right. Oh, yeah, timer. Be good for me to start that, right? You would appreciate it. Okay, we'll start in 10 seconds. So grab your weights. You can go pretty heavy. It's only 30 seconds, remember? All right, ready, right up here, and go. Squat and press. I already feel my core engaging as I go overhead. I know you do too. We want to try to keep those knees going the same direction as our toes. And it's not a super low squat. You're doing great. One more. Woo! Weights down. Okay, we're gonna do a snatch move, which is still gonna feel like it uses the legs and shoulders. We're gonna go here and here, alternating, ready, and go. Looking strong. We're throwing the weight up so we don't pause at the shoulders or anything. One more each side, or even up your arms. Woo! Okay, we're gonna go back to squat and shoulders, but our palms are gonna face front. Ready? Yep. And here we go. Look strong. Squeeze those glutes as you stand and pull the abs in. We're doing one more. Weights down. We're going to stay with that alternating snatch. Take another breath. Ready, go. One more, even up. Catch your breath. I know there's not a lot of rest. I'll give us a bigger rest when we're done with that fourth round. We're going to do it with palms facing the back. Kind of tricky. Squat and overhead press. Ready, go. One more. Woo! That is raising my heart rate too. Both of these snatches and squat overhead press. First round, big challenge, right? Ready, go. I'm doing one more of each. Okay, it's our final round. I'm taking my hands, palms face me, palms face front as I get at the top. Grab your weight with a little squat. Ready, go. Love how hard we're all pushing. I'm ready for that bigger break. One more. Final set of snatches. We got this. Starting in 5. Let's go. Done. I just said woo. Sorry, you're done. You're done. Oh, that was it. Catch your breath. Grab a drink. We get to use our 30-second timer plus the 15 seconds rest built in to rest. So we got about 45 seconds. Close to a minute. I'm finishing the other one. Try to slow your breath down. So on the next one, we're going to focus on biceps with some legs, and we're going to do swings for our second exercise. Okay, friends, we already start in 10. Got here a little quicker than I was ready for. We're going to just stand here and do a balancing bicep curl. Let's go. So this foot doesn't have to be up. You can have the toes down, or you can try to lift. If your weights are super heavy, just put that foot down. You're still going to have your weight there. Switch your legs. That's always a challenge. Our brains have to switch too. One more. Woo. Okay, we're going for swings. So remember the swing motion. It's just about the hinge and a stand. It's not about the shoulders. We already did shoulders. Don't try to muscle up that weight. Let's go. Just get it under you. Good. Those are great. Not trying to lift the arms. They just swing. One more. Nice. This time, we're going to do a sumo squat with a curl. So here and curl. Okay, it's time. Grab our weights. That rest feels so short today. What? Let's go. It's 15 seconds, which is what I normally give us, but these first two rounds, I've had a lot of heart rate drive. Looking strong. We just have to do one more. Just get to do one more. Done. We'll be back to swings. It's coming quick. It's in 5 seconds. I know. I don't know. Ready? Go. Trying to figure out who's shortened my rest timer today. Two more. Woo. Ah. We're going back to our balancing bicep. Oh my goodness, it's time. Grab your weight. All right, ready? Let's go. Switch legs. Last one. Woo, rest. Back to swings. It'll be coming in 10. Finishing round 3 right here. All right, grab it. Go. You know, this can be 2 weights. I never said that, sorry. Or 1 weight or a kettlebell. Dumbbell swings, kettlebell swings. Both are great. When your weight is heavier, you're not able to muscle up the arms. So it kind of helps with the flow of that hinge motion. 5 seconds. I got time for one more. Weight down. We'll be repeating for the last time our sumos with bicep curls. Final round. Grab your weights. We'll get a bigger break. Woo. One more. Nice. So strong. All right, one more round of swings. Slow your breath down. Pick it up. Ready, go. Squeeze the glutes as you stand. That takes pressure off the lower back. Keeping those shoulders away from the ears. 3, 2, 1. Woo! How about a little stretch right here? It'll be good for the biceps and the fascia, which we use for curls and swings. Switching sides. Oh, feels good, right? I get super tight there because we lift those heavy weights and your forearms have to work just to be supportive. Okay, so on our next set, grabbing this timer, on our next set, we're going to do a back and tricep combo. We'll pause our timer for a sec. So we're going to do up, back, in, down, up, back, in. Y'all see that good? Should have stayed closer. Up, back, in, down. Now, I'd love for us to be pretty hinged, and definitely, no matter what, your elbows have to be higher than your back. On our in-betweens this time, no weights. So grab your weights now for heavy, because it's back and triceps combo. Shoulders back and down, hinge forward. Let's go. Row, kick back, in. Now this is a little heavier maybe than you normally do your kickbacks. That's a good thing. I'm hoping you're keeping pretty close to your weight you use for rows. If not, you can do that next time. Row, kick back, in, down. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Keep the arms lifted. Straighten them out. One more. In and down. Oh, weights down. Who is excited about that? Me. Okay, we're going to do some praying hands. Halo them around our head and take a squat and go the other way. Let's go. Around, touch, around, squat. If you can touch the ground by bending your knees a lot, great. That's what I love. More than a hinge. When you stand tall, abs in. Going quick with a heart rate drive as well. One more. Woo! Take your rest. Exhale. Okay, we're going same thing. Row, kick back. Grab your weights. Hinge forward. Go. Up, back, in, down. Up, back, in, down. Up, back. Nice. up, back, in, down, up, back. We have one more. Back, in, and down. Weights down. We're going to do some side kicks. So right here, we'll stay on one side. Abs in, shoulders drop. Go. 8, 7, bend, kick, bend, bend, kick, bend. 4, 3. We're going to switch sides. One more. Switch. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. We're going to alternate sides. Let's go. Ha, 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 ha. 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Check it out. Okay, a little different this time. We're only doing rows, so no kickbacks. If you are going too light for your kickbacks, go heavier. Just rows. Grab your weight. Ready? Go. Row. 2. Just a row. Just a row. Good. Pull up. You can go a little quicker. We'll get more in. Looking strong. 8 seconds. Woo! Keep going. 3, 2, 1. Oh, so good. We're going to do that same kick, angle it back to the corner. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to switch. Go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We're going to alternate. A little awkward. Ha, ha. I think it's the land that's awkward. What do you think? Woo! One more each side. Oh, I felt that in my legs. Hopefully you did too. Okay, friends, we are going to just do the tricep kickbacks. I'm going to add a little rotation up with my palms at the back of it. Ready? Let's go. Wait till you clear your hips and then rotate. No row, just a kickback. Nice. Shoulders away from the ears. Mine were creeping up. You look good. Woo. We have time for 2 more. 1 more. Ah. Ah. Remember that halo prayer, hands touch the ground. Can't even say it. We're doing it one more time. Ready, go. Down, over, quick, bend the knee. Get the halo up, round the head, pull the abs in. Four, 3, 1. Woo! Ah, so good. We have worked shoulders, upper body of shoulders, back, biceps, which is front of arms, triceps, which is back of arms. Not a lot left. We're going to take it to the mat for chest. You can go pretty heavy on your chest. Honestly, I'm going to get a little bit heavier. I was using 15s. I'm going to use 20s. We're going to mix up some chest flies and chest presses. And I probably, to be honest, I could do 25s, but it's not our super heavy day. It's our power move day. All right, take it to your back. No weights yet. No weights. Take it to your back, and we're going to do a sit-up. Just letting our heart rate come down a little bit of like not being high heart rate while we're laying down on our back. I know this isn't like a rest, but hopefully your heart rate's coming down a bit. One more. Ah, nice. Okay, we're going to start with a chest press. And I'm going to take my legs on imaginary chair, but you can have your feet on the ground, especially if those weights are a little heavy for you on this. Abs in. Ah. I like keep the abs in, your back is in neutral spine, whatever is natural for you, but it doesn't arch more as you go through the move. So you have to keep the core tight. Oh, weights down. We're going to do an isometric, let's weight down so you can see. Isometric ab exercise where important to have knees over hips, feet straight out like a chair, hands on the thighs. You can keep your head on the ground. You're just pressing with your hands and in with your legs. Hopefully you're going with me. Sorry, I didn't really say start, but that's what we're doing. Again, keep that back in neutral spine. Don't start arching more and more. This is hard. Breathe. Woo, rest. Pull those thighs in. I'm going to go to iron cross, which is a chest fly leg lift. You might surprise yourself and be able to go heavier than you think. You don't, yeah, let's give it a try. You can always put the weights down if you don't make the 30 seconds. No shame in that. There's actually no shame in anything. You're here this morning. I'll leave that somewhere else. Get rid of that. We're all making such a strong choice with our morning and our day and our present life and our future life to be so strong. Work on the strength. And one more. Ooh. Weights down. Okay. We're going into bent knee penguins. So I'm going to reach for my heels or my toes, depending on how your reach goes. Side to side, not trying to come forward, working on our waistlines right here, right? We have muscles there. Let's activate them. Just 10 seconds to go. Woo, rest. Pull the thighs in, get that back to stretch. Back to chest press. Chest press. I'm going to put my legs on a chair again. Ready, go. On this one, try to relax your fingers as much as possible. So put the brain in the chest. Arms are assisting, but I really want the chest to be the driver. That looks so good. Palms are facing the knees. Last one. Ooh. Weights down. Feels like more of a rest in between on these because you're on your back. And you don't have to pick up another set of weights. We're doing dead bugs. Arms and legs straight, or arms straight in the air, legs on the chair. Let's do one leg at a time without letting the back move. And if you're used to doing these, you can take opposite arm of leg. You can even extend it a bit. But our goal is no movement in the core as you move the arms and legs. If you catch yourself arching extra as you move, back up the function that you're doing. We say form before function. and pull the thighs in. Okay, we have our last set of iron cross. Grab those weights, arms up, legs up, and go. One more. Weights down. Okay, our finisher is a little different today because it's not a power finisher. We've already been doing power moves. It's a strength finisher. We're gonna do bridge work. So I want you to take those weights, or you can do it without, but if you're used to it and you can grab heavy weights, go for it. We're just gonna lift up and down with the hips. Let's go. Now the down is not a rest. I'm not touching to the ground. I like to make sure both glutes, that's our muscles in our butt, are equally working. So we're going to fire each one individually for a second. So fire right as you lift, fire left as you lift, fire right as you lift, and left as you lift, and right and left. Now we're going to go back to both. Now that you have focused on each one, be mindful, are each one equally firing as you do both? We're doing two more. Last one. It was a little longer than 30 seconds, in case you wondered. We're going to go again, and we're going to bring our thighs together at the top. I'm going to try to put my weights on my thighs, see if I can hold them on this one. Okay, so glutes, thighs, and release, but don't touch the ground. These weights were so big to hold on my holding. A lot of times I like to hold them across the joint right there at the hip and thighs, but they were feeling so heavy and my arms are feeling so tired. So I'm just resting them on my thighs this time. And last one. Ooh. Okay, we're going again. This time we're going to squeeze, we're going to take it up, hold it, and pulse our legs together. So lift it up, tighten up the glutes. Now pulse the thighs toward each other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 2, 3. Keep the glutes tight. 6, 7, 8, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You get to come down. That was actually a little bit of a shorter set, but we're going to go into one more regular bridge set. So here we go. Lift, lower. So I'm not trying to bring the thighs together. I'm just focusing glutes. Let's take a few single ones. So lift right, down, squeeze left. Of course, you're lifting both, but one has a focus and a little higher lift. Left, 4, 3, 2. Now both go. Last 8. Ah, my buns are burning. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, move those weights. Bring those thighs in. We are all done, friends. That was amazing. Whew. I want to go right into the figure 4, right over left. Pull that left thigh into the chest. If you can't grab the left thigh, Then here's your figure four, foot down and kind of push away on the thigh. If you can grab it, roll slightly toward the hip of the leg you're holding. Push away, opposite elbow on thigh. All right, let's switch legs. Remember your options. Here is one. Didn't really, not a bad thing to start off that way too. Feels you can get a little push away, which is a great stretch that you can do seated during your day. You can just, if you can get one leg up over the other, you can try to press on the thigh some to open up. All right, we're going to uncross, pull both thighs in again. Now release the left leg. Just keep the right one bent. And then pull it slightly over toward the left shoulder while it's bent. Nice. Bring it back and we're going to extend it. You can have your leg slightly bent, but you don't want a big bend. If it is, if that's too much of a stretch to hold your leg, maybe you can hold your pant leg or something or a towel or strap if you have one handy. The towel can go around your foot or the strap. And then pull it slightly over the other leg, just barely. We're doing a big stretch down the back of the thigh. Now we're going to let it go ahead and keep going and take our opposite arm on top of the thigh and open up the other arm. I'm not letting it totally like relax to the ground. And now I'm going to let it relax to the ground, if it will, or wherever it goes. When you do that, you get a bigger back stretch, you probably feel. Moving my weight away. Sorry if that was loud. Now we're going to keep the legs kind of crossed and take them to the other side. Looking the opposite. If it's too much on your back, just uncross those legs. This gets a good stretch in that outer hip. Get some IT band going. Take a breath. All right, back to the center. We're going to pull the thighs in, both thighs, and then release the right leg and let the left leg stay in close. Now pulling it to the opposite shoulder. And then back in and lifting it up. I always think I'm giving us so much time for stretching, and then it goes so quick. Okay, pull it barely over. Oh, it's always a challenge. Use your breath. Helps those muscles to lengthen out. Now let that top leg come over. Take the hand on top of it, look the other way. Not a full release to the ground yet. And now you can do that bigger release, stretching deeper in the back. And then bringing it across the legs or not, going the other direction. Okay, I'd like to get one more leg stretch while we're down here. So let's take our foot, if you could grab that or wrap your towel around it. Pull it in towards your hips. This stretches the front of the thigh. Let's see if you can pull it behind you just a little bit. Okay, the other side. In first and then back behind a bit. And then I'm going to move that weight out, turn it to your tummies. We're going to do our shoulder stretch. How about it? Take one arm out to the side, palm facing down. Other hand is under the chest. I'm just going to roll toward that long arm. And then I'm going to do the other side, roll toward that arm. Coming back center. I'm going to take both thumbs under the chest. Cobra. Stretch. Tuck the toes, downward dog. Pedal my feet to stretch back out my calves. Walk the hands in all the way. Take a pause. Bring it up for inhale. We'll open up our chest and back. Open and round. One more time. Open and round. And inhale and exhale. Woo! Nice work.